It's another day on this personal development grind. Man, when I tell you, some days you just feel like I don't even want to do this stuff. I don't even want to, I just be feeling like I just be getting dragged back to my old self. And I don't want to go back there. I'll be doing my best to stay strong. That's really all you can do is just do whatever. I thought I heard somebody coming. Just do whatever helps you, stay the person that you want to be, try to leave that old person in the past. That devil got a pull on my heart, bro, and I don't know why. I don't know how it happens, but the only thing I could do is stay strong. Business-wise, bro, I've been getting a lot of signs, bro, to stay fearless. Just, don't let the imaginary world, come between my goals. What I mean by the imaginary world is I mean by my thoughts. None of that stuff is real, bro. When you go out in public and you think, I got an itch. When you go out in public and you sit there and be thinking about what other people are probably thinking about you, all that stuff is coming from you. If you think you're ugly, you're gonna walk around and be like, oh yeah, this person probably thinks I'm ugly, when they probably think, you're a pretty good looking person. It's just all coming from you. You're gonna approach people with that energy. If you, like I said before, if you got a gap, because I got one, but I ain't insecure about mine. But if you are insecure about it, you're gonna pull up with that energy, and your mind is gonna be focused on all the things that you think is wrong with yourself, and the other person is probably not even worried about that. And now you can't focus on the conversation that you're having with this person because you're too busy trying to multitask your insecurities and the conversation. So the real you was not there. So, it's the same thing with your thoughts, with your fearful thoughts. You can't enjoy the present moment because you're too busy worrying about what could happen. Don't worry about what could happen that's negative. Worry about what can happen that's positive. Even if this happens, I'll make the best out of it. Don't sit there and bring yourself down and bring your thoughts down by, destroying your mindset. You gotta stay positive. And I know sometimes it's hard to stay positive, but you gotta do your best to stay positive. Only thing you got, you're living in your brain 24/7, so you gotta at least make sure you plant the flowers, not the weeds. Make sure you're taking care of the garden of your mind. Stay positive. You can achieve anything you want if you don't have any limiting beliefs stand in your way. Guarding the gates of your goals. You got armed security guards right there. As soon as you're ready to go cross your goals, they're like, nah, you got Nazis there. You're like, nah, no, you ain't going through there. What's wrong with you? Stupid, turn around. But if you sit there and ignore them and jump over the gate, if you ignore them and sit there and just run, sit there, dodge the bullet, zigzag, and sit there and jump over that gate, bro, you can be lit. Don't let that fear stop you from doing anything in your life, and don't let people install fear into your brain. You got some hating people that could be around you, that's not supportive. You got to surround yourself by those supportive people, because I like to sing. My wife be like, why you sing so much and BS like that? I'm surrounding myself around the wrong people. I'm not saying I'm going to get a divorce and divorce my wife. I'm saying that I need to surround myself. If that's the only person I'm surrounding myself with, and I like to sing, and she's saying stop singing and all this stuff, then that's going to demotivate me because I'm going to think I'm a bad singer. But if I'm surrounded by other people that's inside the same niche as me, and they like to sing and stuff too, and they just give you supportive, they're supportive of you. Whenever you get all that support from a whole bunch of different people that's doing music with you, whenever your wife says something or whoever says something about whatever you got going on, it's not going to bother you as much, because that's not the only place you're getting feedback. So surround yourself by the people doing the same thing as you, because you're going to get the best support from there. Um, yeah, and just love yourself, you know. Just know that you can do anything you want. Somebody else has done it before you, then you can do it too. Don't hold yourself back. F those thoughts that's telling you that you can't do it. That stuff isn't real. Nothing in your mind is real. You know, you create everything in your mind. You can choose on what thoughts you dwell on. You can either dwell on the positive, you can dwell on the negative. And I know sometimes it's just easier to dwell on the negative. We wake up negative. I guess that's just how natural. That's just naturally how humans are. We're just naturally negative. But you gotta change your perspective. You know, you gotta wake up. Like, okay, I'm gonna think positive today. Don't worry about the negative thoughts. Do your best to focus on the positives. You know, you control you. The only person that's stopping you is you. So you gotta fix you to be able to go where you want to. Like, I'm gonna move to Florida. But if I'm sitting here listening to people that have limiting beliefs tell me, oh, you go to Florida, there's gonna be hurricanes and all this negative stuff, then it's gonna make you not want to move to Florida, because you got a whole bunch of negative thoughts in your mind. But if you're around people, let's say, who already live in Florida, you know, they moved to Florida and they took that risk. And you're like, hey, what's your favorite part about Florida? Oh yeah, it's always summer, blah 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 blah. You getting all the positive stuff. People that took that risk and they ain't scared and they love Florida, you know. Then you're gonna be filling your mind with the positivity instead of worrying about the negativity from the people that's around you. Or I wouldn't even say the people that's around you, because not everybody's gonna be negative around you, you know. You're gonna have people like me that's trying to do their best to stay positive, so they wanna make sure that you're, you know, they already went through the motions of staying negative, you know, and they're trying to fix themselves, so they're going to try to fix you too. Well, I won't say they're going to try to fix you, but they're not going to sit there and plant that negative stuff inside your mind, because they know how detrimental it can be. So you get around somebody like me, you know, and I'm just going to do my best to try to uplift you, you know, give you positivity instead of the negativity. I'm going to do my best, you know. Sometimes, you know, I'll be in my head, be thinking negative, but, you know, sometimes it takes other people to help. But like I said, I've been getting signs all day, you know, just to stop being fearful, because I've been nervous about taking the next leap inside my life. But it's like, there's no reason to be nervous. I mean, no, there is a reason to be nervous, because it's something that's unknown. You don't know what can happen. But really, if you just plan out what you want to happen, obstacles might come, because I've already planned on where I wanted to be in May, and I didn't plan what I had to do now. You know, obstacles are going to come. I heard something that someone said. They said that you can set your GPS to, let's say, Florida, but there could be obstacles in the way that's going to cause you to have to go another route, but your end goal is Florida. You know, that's my end goal. My end goal is Florida, but right now I had to reroute. There was a car accident in the way, you know, so now I got to take exit 32 and go left, go freaking down the road at the stoplight and turn left, and make another left at the next stoplight and get back on the highway, you know. That's all it is. So when you get setbacks, you know, you just take the time to yourself and think, you know, figure out, okay, well, don't let it murder you. Just like, okay, well, what can I do now? And you figure that out. Then you plan again. You plan and try to figure everything out again, but make sure you know that it's possible for you to get there. And what I'm doing, it's possible for me to do it. It's just that I have to get out there and put in the work, you know. I have to figure out what's best for myself. I could take mentors and stuff, but I mean, I kind of don't want to pay the money for it. I know I could figure it out. Like right now, my biggest problem with what I'm trying to do is scripting, you know, going and offering my service to different people. And well, I can tell you guys, I'm offering my service to different Airbnb people. And the only way that I can be able to do it, like, I'm sitting there doubting myself, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to get these people to believe in me. But that's because I don't fully believe in me. I gotta figure out what my values are, what do I bring to the table, and like everything that I've learned in the course that I'm in. And once I figure that out, then it's me going and pitching the idea to the landlords. But I've ran a detailing business. I used to go door to door speaking to people, and I had to improvise my speech. I had to go after I went and did a whole day of going through a neighborhood or two. I used to go home and I used to be like, okay, well, what can I have done better? And it's the same thing with creating a speech. you know, not a speech, but creating a pitch for this, you know. After I do a certain amount of calls, I can go and reflect and be like, okay, well, what can I have done better, you know? You can do anything you want. You just gotta stop. You gotta stop stopping yourself. So, the moral of the story, or the moral of this video, is do not stop yourself from whatever you're trying to achieve. You can achieve whatever you want to. Just put in the work and actually use your brain. If you have the money, invest into a mentor. They'll be able to train you. But don't stop you. It's you versus you.